Weirdos, how are you doing? Ow. I've had a lot of comments lately. Is there a place where we can find all of the legit channels? Is there a list somewhere? Is there a website somewhere? Can you create a website? I can't create a website. I'm an idiot. 42 years of age this year, and technology, for the most part, skipped by me because I was too busy off touring with bands, getting drunk, and the like. So what I'm going to do here is a little video of channels you guys need to check out that I personally think are worth it. Now, normally I'll just be like, check this channel out, check this channel out, check this channel out. Just drop names. But instead, I'm going to make sure you can see exactly who these guys are. So, without further ado, the real paranormal daddies, the Ouija Brothers, Steve and Griff. I have struck up quite a brilliant friendship with Steve. I've been on 2 investigations with him. One was a success. The other, we couldn't get into any buildings, so we gave up and went home. I speak to Steve most days. He's given me fantastic advice on my channel. He's also given fantastic advice to other channels. Steve doesn't see other channels as competition. If they have the best intentions and if they're real channels, he helps them along their way. You can't ask for more. Now, you can, like any of these channels, you can watch all of the videos and 99% of it, nothing happens. But they're honest. They are amusing. And they get into some wonderful locations. They find some great abandoned places. They pay for some really great places. And if you have even a passing interest in 30 East Drive, they've got a lot of videos on the place. Go and check them out. Secondly, Ghosts on Trent. I've recently recorded a little video on why I like these guys, why you should check them out. Now, they're very respectful when they call out to potential spirits, etc. They debunk as they go, like the Ouija Brothers do. They go to locations I recognise from other teams, and other teams are running about screaming demons and stuff. These guys have been in there and got absolutely nothing, and that's what they put out in the content. Love these guys, love the content, and I really enjoy how well they come across on camera. Great channel, go and check them out. Again, legitimate. Calm down, ladies, calm down. Yes, I am about to mention Sexy Voice Mark. If you have a passing interest in Stone Cold Steve Austin or Bill Goldberg, that's for us old school wrestling fans, this guy may float your boat. Now, he's just changed his name from Dead Cold Paranormal to Dead Cold because he does paranormal investigations, folklore, and the history. And that's what makes this guy a little bit different. You'll have seen me do a reaction video and show off what he can do with his intros and his narration. He's worked with the Ouija Brothers. He's been to Pendle Hill with them and stuff. Very entertaining guy to watch. A voice that could charm the knickers off a nun. But his demeanour, his editing, his voiceover work, the stuff he puts into to his intros where he goes into the history and folklore and stuff, it adds a little something. And again, a very, very nice guy. I've spoken to Mark on a few occasions privately. I've done a live stream with him over on his channel. Great guy, a great channel. Yeah, definitely go check him out if you're not already. Next up, Broken Capital. I keep pointing the wrong way. Broken Capital. Guaranteed, if I put my camera on the other side of the screen over there, I'll point that way. Broken Capital. Real paranormal experience abandoned. Now, this guy is honest, sometimes to a fault, where he's like, I don't know if I believe in the paranormal, I just like getting scared. Honesty, he's very funny. He's very easily scared, and things, little noises will set him off, and I laugh with him, not at him. But when he does investigate, he tries to investigate like the real guys do. Now, he's probably not as experienced as some of the other channels I've mentioned, and he looks at it slightly differently. But I really like this guy. He's done... You look at my channel banner now. He made that. No. Some of my channel art has been made by Broken Capital. I didn't ask him to. So he didn't... he did it off the good of his own back. He's just got some really good content out there. And I like the guy Carl that he goes out with as well. So yeah, go check out Broken Capital. He's an outstanding guy. He's had a bit of a shit time the last couple of weeks, so I'd appreciate you going over and checking him out. Exploring the entity next. Now, this is a guy called Carl. He has been out with the Ouija Brothers. He's been to a lot of locations that I've seen with other teams, and again, somebody that gets very little in the way of things he could think are maybe paranormal. He's very respectful. I like the guy. I've actually met this guy on the failed investigation that me and Steve went out on. He's a very nice guy. I got home from the failed investigation and he'd inbox me, listen, I'll send you pins if you want them, or if you want to come up to sort of my neck of the woods, because he's further north in Wales than I am. I'll take you out. We can do this place, that place. Yeah, just a really nice guy. Great videos. And he had a premiere, and he asked me to look at it while he was live. And I looked at it, and the guy was borderline in tears because he finally thought he'd captured something truly paranormal. And I'm sat there like, oh shit, I know what that is. And it wasn't him. It wasn't anything fake. It was just something more natural that he hadn't noticed. And I felt awful, and I was like, I can't not tell him because he's asked me to look at this specific area of the video. Instead of saying in the premiere and ruining it for him and everyone else that was viewing, I waited for the premiere to finish, and then I messaged him privately. I think I know what that was. Told him what I thought it was, and he responds with, I'll have another look. He comes back an hour later. Do you know what? You're right. Oh well. But thank you for looking, and thank you for being honest. And then we discuss going out again. So I can't fault the guy. A lot of channels ask me to look at them, and then when I see something that is not what they are hoping, I'm a piece of shit. Not the case with Exploring the Entity, so, you know, he's got nothing to hide. He's a good guy. Check him out, enjoy his content, and he's a fellow Welshie. Next up, I Conjure. Again, people that have been out with the Ouija Brothers, I've seen them out with Broken Capital, and they come across very well. They have a laugh, and I enjoy laughing with them, but they investigate properly. They use apps, they use cat balls. In fact, I have never seen a channel with as much paranormal investigating gear. They've got like a Mary Poppins bag with it, like, right, we'll get the 12 REM pods out, the 6 EMFs, the 20 billion cat balls. I am absolutely taking the piss. They have a lot of equipment, and it just goes to show how dedicated they are to it. They get into some amazing places, both abandoned and paid. I really enjoy their content. And I think they've only got 81 videos, yet they've got 6.36k subscribers. And I think that says something about them. They have so few videos compared to a lot of channels, and have that subscriber count. Respect. I enjoy their investigations. I've never seen bullshit in them. And again, they're just nice people. I've spoken to them in other people's premieres. If they see me in somebody else's premiere, they're always very like, oh, hi, Beardo. And I like that, because a lot of channels, a lot of paranormal channels will ignore my existence in people's premieres because they're like, I don't want him looking at my channel. I've said hi to some channels, and they've probably done that. Oh, don't look at us, don't look at us. Really enjoy I Conjure, lovely couple. And I watched a video where Kim was affected, and I was like, they've just said the house is off on a wonk, so it could be a funhouse effect, and maybe that's why you felt ill. I had a conversation with them in the premiere. I couldn't say, you know, it was the funhouse effect, and you knew it, because they didn't. I thought it was a funhouse effect, and then they explained to everyone in the premiere what they actually think it was they weren't supposed to be in this place, and she thinks that she had some form, maybe, of a bit of a panic attack, because they thought they saw a torch, they're not supposed to be in there, and then her heart starts racing, and they're in a wonky building, which, if you've ever been in a building where the floors are not straight, it throws your equilibrium out, and it plays with your head a little bit. But they were honest about it. She got in the car, and she was like, I don't know what that was, probably not paranormal, but, you know, maybe a bit of panic. Also, PSI Paranormal Investigators, sorry. Now, these guys are quite new to YouTube, as in not just posting shorts. They're quite big on TikTok, and they debunk a lot. But they're also investigators. I like their debunks. They show how fakers are doing. They'll say, right, this REM pod, I can show you how to make this REM pod go off on command. And then he will make the REM pod go off on command, but then doesn't show exactly how he's done it. He doesn't want fake channels seeing how it's done and then incorporating it into their videos. I really like these guys. I've had a few conversations with them. I drop into their TikTok live streams now and again when I notice that they're live because they're just very nice guys. They come across very well. They are, for believers and paranormal investigators, they are the most staunch debunkers I have ever seen in my life. They will debunk anything and everything. But they are a great channel. And also what they do is they experiment quite a lot. They have taken the SDS method and then tried to change it up a bit, put their own spin on it. They use equipment that I haven't seen other investigators use, but then they try to break down the equipment and then they'll add stuff to the equipment. It's something, they bring something different, and I like that. So yeah, go check out PSI. And the last guys for today, I'm hoping I can add to this list, Dorsche Paranormal Investigators. Now, these guys investigate like nobody else on the planet because they are not afraid to laugh at themselves, laugh at everything, and the amount of fat jokes they make, etc., while they're approaching properties, and the banter between the guys is brilliant. I really enjoy watching them. But then when they actually get to investigation, it's like they turn a switch. And it's all right, now this is the proper investigation, we'll investigate properly. And then maybe after, you know, on screen it'll be a couple of minutes where nothing happens. To them it's probably a couple of hours. One of them will fart, or make a farting noise with his mouth. They'll all laugh, they'll all giggle, they'll have a little bit of banter, and then they back in with the investigating. I like these guys. And it blows my mind that they're only sat at 590 subscribers. I really enjoy their content. If you sat there like, oh, everyone's so serious all the time, Broken Capital and Dorsche Paranormal Investigators, go check them out because there's a bit of banter, there's a lot of laughs. But the investigation side of it is everything you'd want it to be. They keep it real. They don't start screaming demons, jumping up and down and running away and all that sort of stuff. I've seen them go places a couple of days after other teams, and the other teams that have been there have been like, oh, there's, and they're like, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Fart. Really enjoy the guys. Go and check them out. I really enjoy messing with these guys. Because every time I comment in the video, I'll start with, right, you lot, or, got you. And they're like, for fuck's sake, stop commenting like that on our videos because you scare us. So what we're going to do is, I've watched this on the living room TV. I watched this on the living room TV 2 days ago. Absolutely brilliant. Well, as you can see, there's a thing. Ah, shit. I've already commented. Looking forward to this, guys. Let's mess with them, shall we? Okay, so comment. Right, so I have watched this and there is an issue. At this point, they're going to go, oh, for fuck's sake. No, 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 no. Why did no one give George a box or a chair to help him in through the window? You guys are mean. Funny, but mean. Great video, by the way. I just like messing with you. Comment. So there we go. A lot of people have asked for it, and do you know what? It's nice to be like, do you know what? There are legitimate channels out there. There are a few more that I'll shout out. There are probably channels I've missed, but I didn't want this to be overly long. Just a little something for you guys that are saying, where's the real stuff? Who are the real guys? Alright, you've said their name, but that's it. So, just give you a little look at the channels, how the channels are set out, the thumbnails, the logos, etc., and what I think of them. So I hope you check out all of these channels, and I hope you find a channel in there that you really, really enjoy. Much love to you all. I'm Beardo, and I am out. I nearly put myself in the eye then. That was really close.